reusable straws. I feel the need to be extra today. Being eco-friendly, environmentally friendly isn't just about recycling, it's so much more than that. We each have a role to play in life. The things we do matter to our present and our future. So I made this video thinking, cool, I feel like to share, because I don't feel like a lot of people do this enough, and I feel like people do the basics and they could do so much more. So I just really hope that this video encourages us all to literally think about everything that we do and make the right choices in terms of our lifestyle, in terms of saving energy, in terms of being more environmentally friendly, and yeah. So this episode about being environmentally friendly and eco-friendly was scripted by a good friend of mine, Luanga, who we literally talk about these things all the time. She's like an eco-warrior. I'm trying to be like her. So I was speaking to her about this and she was giving me tips. So yeah, I hope we can really apply everything that I'm going to say. And I know it's going to be like, whoa, take it, you're going a bit too far, Sade. But literally, I think you can see like how the environment is changing and things are getting a bit so it's so important to like take charge and take control and be part of the people that are trying to make a change, and not just speak out, oh yeah, we need to do this, we need to do this, but you don't do anything yourself. So every little helps. Like how to say, drops in the ocean makes a puddle, or how does that quote go? I can't remember how it goes. Yeah, so literally everyone should just play their part in doing the right things to help our planet, and then hopefully things do get better. So without wasting much of your time, I'm literally going to dive straight in and talk about the ways in which we can be helpful to our world. We buy from shops like I mean, there's other shops like these ones, but I'm just going to name those ones, and this is literally fast fashion. Like the producers of these items of clothing and the big companies, they literally pay people literally pennies, and it's because there's a demand. Even things like jeans, do you know how much gallons of water is used to make jeans? Literally, I think it's about 900 gallons or so just to make one pair of jeans. One. So literally sometimes we buy things and we just say, oh yeah, I'm just gonna buy, you know, I need it. There are ways, and I will say things like charity shopping, things like swapping, things like getting things online for cheaper. Not for cheaper from them, but there are other shops that literally are more ethically good. At least you know that the source is right. Do you get? So I feel like we need to be more mindful in regards to that, where we get our clothes from, in regards to all those things, because it all adds up, and the moment that we stop fast fashion stops. So we really need to do more to stop helping the big companies and making life harder for the people in those factories that are literally working their socks off for pennies, and that is just so unfair. So we bank with like the likes of all these banks, like, and when you do like research on them, not that you should, but when you do research on them and you see the kind of things that they fund, the kind of things that they basically go ahead to do projects, or the people that they do projects with, you're just like, wow, like some of us be funding terrorism and we don't even know it. Crazy. I think I'm getting a bit deep. I sidetracked a little bit, so I'm going to get straight back into it. So first things first, learn what is recyclable and what isn't. Not everything needs to go into that bag or that box, because some people have boxes. I literally have a bag. So find out, can paper go in there? Can cardboard go in there? Can glass go in there? Some things shouldn't go in there, and so when you mix it up, it just kind of defeats the purpose, man. So try and find out what is supposed to go in your bag. So my ones look like these, and when you open it, I'll show you, it literally tells you what you can put in and what you can't put in. So this one says paper, cards, cardboards, glass bottles and jars, tins, cans, aerosols and foil, plastic bottles, pots, tubs and trays. So a lot of things can go in there, but obviously I wouldn't put things that shouldn't go in there. So be mindful of what you put into the recycling bag or recycling box, and try not to make things up, because it makes it harder for the people that are trying to sort this out. All Also, on the topic of plastic, when you go into the shops, try and avoid to buy that 5p plastic bag if you can. I mean, I know sometimes we don't carry bags, but literally loads of shops are now making those bags that you can fold up and like pack it away kind of thing. So try and carry one of those, because plastic and plastic and more plastic and more plastic, at the end of the day it does get dumped in the ocean or in a landfill, and it doesn't really disintegrate like that. So let's try and avoid plastic altogether. So there are reusable bags, those little bags that I spoke about. I use bags like these because it's just what I have. I need to get one of those bags that I can fold up. I haven't had the chance to yet, but that's pretty much what I use when I go shops. Or I use bags that already have accumulated over the years. I'm sure probably you're watching this and you have that drawer of plastic bag in your house as well that you just literally whip open and you've got tons of bags in there. So keep using what you have. Don't buy more plastic. As I'm still talking about plastics, plastic is a really big thing, guys. Like, we use it so much and we don't know the effects of it. So things like even plastic toothbrush, if you can, get a bamboo toothbrush. Those things are more environmentally friendly and they might cost a little bit more, but it's worth it. Plastic toothbrushes, plastic in general, takes about 150 years or so to biodegrade, and that is literally a long time waiting for it to be recycled again. So try and definitely use alternatives. So an alternative to a plastic toothbrush would be a bamboo toothbrush. Alternative to a plastic bag would be like those reusable bags. There's literally alternatives for a lot of things. We just need to basically be more hands-on about it. Definitely try and use fair trade coffees, fair trade teas, fair trade items where you can. Definitely, I feel like, back to what I was saying about the clothes and people overseas who are making this for pennies. And imagine you're a farmer waiting years for your crop to grow, and then it grows and then you get like chicken change back. You don't get much, and how unfair is that? So definitely do buy or purchase items which are fair trade, because you know that the farmers who, you know, harvested those products definitely did get what's it called, a fair amount for what they've done, hence fair trade. You know, you get, I keep saying plastic a lot. Guys, there are reusable bottles out there, so use those bottles. There's so many different ranges, different sizes. Like, take it to the gym, take it to work, take it when you go for a walk, take it out and about. That are amazing, and at least you know that you're using this for years or months on end, instead of buying a bottle here and there, here and there, here and there. If you feel like, okay, cool, I don't like tap water, there are filters. There are literally filters that you can use, which is what I've done. I have a filter which I use because I don't like tap water, and that filters my water. So there is literally no excuse. I don't want anyone coming here saying, oh, but this, but that. There is always, always, always a way around it. The same thing with coffee cups. Some of us go to the shops and we, you know, get a coffee cup every single day. Just bring your own coffee cup and reuse it every day. And even some shops, actually, I think, I can't remember the name of the shop, but some shops do give you a cheaper coffee rate, or whatever hot drink it is, a cheaper rate, because you're bringing your own cups, because they're trying to promote being eco-friendly. Even things like food wastage, try and buy what you need. When you go to the shops, another way of reducing plastic also, instead of buying what you need in bulk, for example, if you need like a bag of onions, I hope you guys know these things have expiry dates. If you feel like you're not going to finish it in time, instead of buying the bag because it's more cheaper, try and buy literally bits and bobs, so that way, one, you're not wasting it, two, you're not buying the plastic packaging for no reason. So if you could go to the shop and pick up literally like an onion, maybe like 2 or 3 or 4, instead of buying a bag of 10 that's going to expire in about a month. You know you're not going to use it in a month, but you thought, you know what, might as well, because it's in the bag. You know, let's be a bit more, let's think differently. Yeah, let's just think a bit differently. And I kind of made this video to challenge our mindset, to challenge what we do, to challenge our thoughts, and even like be more mindful about what we use, what we eat, what we buy, and where we shop, where we bank, literally all those things. We need to be more mindful, because like I said, we each have a role to play in making our planet, our world, a better one. Another thing is to switch the light off when you're not home, or when you're out, or when something's not being used. Also, if you're gonna boil the kettle, either if it's just you drinking it and you're just drinking a cup, you don't need to fill the water all the way to the top. You can fill it up a little bit, because one, it'll be done quicker, and two, is less energy that is being used, especially if you're gonna have to reboil it again in like a few minutes or a few hours or whatever. So try not to fill it up to the top if you're literally gonna use it just a little bit. Also making sure that your taps are closed, your showers are off. Literally save energy, you're saving water. I'm literally helping you guys save stuff. And then another thing is, some people, like, if you go to bed or if you leave the house, turn off all your switches in the house. I'm a bit extra, I literally turn everything off. Like, sometimes even the Wi-Fi goes off because I'm not home. So why is the Wi-Fi on if I'm not home? Why is the TV on if I'm not home? Even though you switched it off, switch it off from the power. It saves you money, which saves energy, and it's also environmentally friendly because it's not consuming energy unnecessarily. So definitely pick up on those things and try and be mindful about what you use and what is around. And going back to my last video, I think in my last videos I mentioned things about saying no, and not buy unnecessarily. So again, don't buy what you don't need. I think some people have this rule of, okay, this outfit I'm about to buy, can I wear it 6 more times? If the answer is no, you shouldn't be buying it. You shouldn't buy an outfit that you're gonna wear once. There's outfits that you can rent. There's outfits that you can probably buy and gift, or buy and resell online and things like that, and someone else could use it rather than it sitting on your wardrobe for no reason. So definitely try and not buy things that you know you're not gonna need just because you want it. That's just greedy, man. Like, it's so greedy. Like, we're such greedy people, and I feel like that's just how we are. We just want it all. Oh yeah, I can afford a plastic bottle, so I'm just gonna buy it, and not really thinking that it's gonna end up in the middle of the ocean and a fish might swallow it and choke on it, or you know, it's going to disintegrate in the middle of the ocean and a turtle might be stuck inside it. I sound like a hippie, but oh well, this is all the things that we literally need to know and do differently. And I feel like some of us will leave it to other people. Oh yeah, doesn't affect me, okay, cool. But it kind of does, because things around us are changing, and I feel like we need to be more take responsibility of, you know what, I might be one person, but I can make a difference, and it starts with me and not with somebody else. And I feel like we just need to have that mindset of, yeah, it starts with me. So like I was saying, even back to plastic, because guys, I keep mentioning plastic, but plastic is such a big thing because plastic is really hard to recycle, and we use it so much in this country, and in a lot of countries we use it so much. So like I was saying, I have reusable straws. I have 2 actually. I got them from a company function, a work event that I went to, and this is that one that bends, and this is a straight one. And we go out and we use plastic, and I know a lot of shops now don't use plastic straws anymore. They use paper straws instead. But if you want to be extra like me, bring your own straw, a reusable one, and these are really cute and really cool. So that's it from me. I'm done. I'm not going to tell you guys off anymore. I feel like I was telling myself off, because I feel like a lot of the things that I've mentioned I also need to start doing. I mean, I am doing already, but I feel like I need to crank it up a little bit more. So yeah, if you have any questions, anything for me to answer, anything for me to talk about next, do mention in the comment section below. Give this a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.